we are back with yet another episode for Inspired Perspectives series. We have an entrepreneur with us, a very adventurous, exciting journey that he's going to share. His name is Bidyash Chhetri. He's right next to us, and let's get to know him a little more. So, Bidyash, tell us about yourself in a nutshell. Yeah.
Hi, Kuzampula. I'm Bidyash Chhetri, founder of Gurjo Herbal Tea. So my base is in Chiangmai, Norbugang, Samchi. I started my journey from 2021. I say like before that, I was a banker for around 4 to 5 years. Then I came into tourism, looking at the exciting journey in the tourism. But because of the lockdown, I went back to my hometown and I started my new journey. I started writing my own journey from here.
So, what exactly inspired you to be an entrepreneur, to take up this challenge?
Actually, I saw the opportunity during the lockdown, like when everybody was looking to find something to, safeguard themselves from COVID. So I saw an opportunity. I saw how, like I can bring the herbs that can help the people to build their immunity. Then through that, I started researching how to reach them. Then finally, with the help of some previous senior entrepreneurs, I came to these things.
Oh, cool. So let's tell us when did your production house start? When did it begin?
The actual production started from 2022, April 2022. From 21 to 2022, I was just in a research phase.
Okay.
So the research and development was, for almost a year.
Yes.
There was no lab, no scientific thing to test, like to blend the thing. So I, like we said, in a lab, they had the test rat. So I used my friend and my family and my friends, like the neighbors as my lab rat. So I used to blend some tea, blend some flavor, let them taste it. Then I used to get the feedback from them. Then from there again, I moved a little bit bigger. So I went to the market with the small packets. Then I used to let the people, the real customer, taste it, collecting the data, collecting the feedbacks. Then I like finally started a production from April 2022.
2022. And that is the time when we were all having pretty much of a hard time, due to COVID, lockdowns, and on and off, on and off. And this reminds me of the conversation we had with Teak, another business, another entrepreneur who runs a line of juice. And he also kind of began his journey around this time, 2022, when other businesses were going down. So did you see an opportunity? Were you scared, with all of the things happening around, or what was it like to, just getting into the game? Yeah.
Actually, it was scary at the first because somewhere at the back of my mind, I was always worried, like, what if it didn't work? What if it will be a failure? I mean, already like, living a 9 to 5 job, then coming to tourism, that was a failure. Then when I come to this new thing, the fear was always there. But I kept myself, like moving. That the optimistic feeling, the positive feeling was always there inside me, and that hunger, to get the success was always there. So that's kept me pushing, and I think I took the challenge, and it was worthwhile actually.
Right.
Cool. Whenever we are in conversation with the entrepreneur, there's always something to learn about, something new. And then one common thing among all the entrepreneurs that we have called so far, it's about resilience. I think it's a built-in entrepreneur mindset, or maybe they just start learning as they go on with their journey. But resilient is something that I see really common with entrepreneurs. Hopefully, we learn that too.
Yeah, true.
So,
Just adding a
yeah.
little bit on the resilience part, I think it begins with a lot of curiosity. First
Curiosity,
one,
yes.
and this relentless, research, and you don't give up. Stay out all night and do research and make all your family members a lab rat, and I think most of the entrepreneurs have done that. So that's the curiosity that people have, and that is what inspires us as well.
That is
To
exactly.
create something from
Exactly.
ground up. That really it's thrilling, actually thrilling.
That's
And
true. That's true.
I wanted to actually ask, why tea? Why herbal tea? How did it come to you?
So, like I said, the immune builder, right? So we
Okay.
have one herbs in almost like in all the southern belt of Bhutan, right? In some part of India, in Nepal. So this Himalayan region, we have that common herbs. So that is very very helpful for the body, for the human being, even for the animals actually. And we have been using it in our families, like from the ancestor, they have been using it, feeding the cows. Even the humans, they were consuming it when there was no medicines in our olden days. So during the lockdown time, when everybody was after the medicine, so I chose to go out inside the house. But like I was always worried how to take this medicine and reach the people, because just nearby is nothing like we can do, right? It has to reach to the whole Bhutan, the Bhutanese people. So the first at my mind was to reach to the Bhutanese people. So how to reach it? Some, like, I tried with powders, making things, but it was not uh, convincing to the people. Like heavy, it was not convincing. So then finally, like one day when I was making that we say kara, that's a homemade mother medicine for sore throat, right? So while my mom was making that one, I was just thinking the ingredients she was adding, and just reminded, like those ingredients are of tea, right? So if I add that herbs in that tea, definitely that's gonna work. So I took that forward, and somewhere like in one of the training, and I showcased that idea. Then the government also like interested, because the ideas was like to utilize the resources within the country. So yeah, that's how then I started the tea. And hope, like very happy that I can cater to the Bhutanese as well as now internationally. So
Now, coming to you being a local entrepreneur, most of the local entrepreneurs see that one of the challenges they face is regarding marketing within the country, because we import so many things from other countries. There's a lot of herbal teas from Malaysia, Sri Lanka, Bangkok. So uh, how do you think that that mindset can be changed to the customers to buy something local and support local entrepreneurs?
so like the challenge, like even I faced that challenge. Like when I first came in the market, the people used to say, "Oh, so many herbal teas. Oh, why should you buy your tea?" Then they used to say like, "Oh, your prices are very high." Then the biggest competitor is actually the Indian products, the Indian teas, because we produce, even they produce the same thing. So they have been the biggest challenge. So after I constructed the perfect tea bags, the tea blend, I went down to their competition actually. So whatever the Indian products are available in Bhutan, in the Bhutanese market, I went to their price. Like I gave the shopkeepers at their price. So I think that helped me, and people were like, they were say very happy, because all the Bhutanese products are very very expensive. They say, "Ah, but the Bhutanese products are very expensive." Now when they find out even the Bhutanese product are similar to the Indian product, the price in the pricing thing, they were happy. Then they started drinking. The benefits they started getting,
That's
that
unmatched.
really encouraged them to buy more. And after that, it went on very well.
Coming to that, people complaining about Bhutanese product being expensive, which I also do at times because it is expensive, and sometimes, it makes difficult for us to support local entrepreneurs, even though we want to support. So most of them they say that actually we have done research while I was studying. I was doing my masters. We had done a research on local entrepreneurs, and one of the reasons why we found is because of the cost of raw materials. Because we need to import everything to make that product, right? So, do you think in some ways government or something can be done where we can produce here itself without importing raw materials from other countries so that the price can go low?
Actually, that I used to think the same way. Like if we can, if the government can come up with, especially the packaging materials, that is what like getting expensive in our country. But then again, like I went to the Indian market to find out the cheapest way to get the raw materials. I mean, the packaging materials. That has helped me because right now, just an example, if you want to, like print one sticker for your tea, if you, print it here, it's very, very expensive. It's quite expensive actually. But if I go down to the Indian market, like core market, there you'll find it a very nominal price. Just go and buy it. And myself being in the southern belt, that has really helped me. So I think the government can do, but it's still our mindset has to do our, like we have to change our mindset.
Right.
So, what I'm gathering from here is like it doesn't matter whether you get help from others. If you do, it's good, but you need to do yourself.
Of course, of course. Because like if you don't do it and just ask the government to do it, they are not gonna do it.
Yeah.
Right.
But if you show them you are doing it, definitely government will come and help you.
There, I think the entrepreneurial landscape, hopefully, it will be catered to in a way, in some levels, let's say, like subsidy, maybe machineries, production.
They are doing actually.
Right.
Like in startup center in
Yeah.
Thimphu,
Right.
they have actually set up a common facility center
Yeah.
where they have all those machinery. But the sad thing is, I don't know where the thing is lacking, but they are not fully operational right now. But once they start to operate that one, I think those complaints will be minimized actually. So they are doing it. Government are doing it. It's not that they're not doing, but thing is, somewhere someone is not doing their job actually.
Hopefully, it works with better because come on, we're talking about self-sufficiency and all of that. We've had this huge break. Everybody at home, COVID times, importing at the max. I think so. If there at all is any kind of indoor in-house production, then how much cost the country is going to pay? So yeah, hopefully something happens along those lines.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I wanted to know actually what's the significance of the name of your production?
Okay.
Tea production
The
house.
herbs
Right.
which I was mentioning in our local language is Gurjo. And I tried it so many names,
Right.
but it was like all long, like difficult to pronounce. Then people was finding it, oh, it's very long. Then I was just thinking it, just like talking with the people. Then someone told me like, why don't you use the name of one of your herbs? Then I said, oh, Gurzo. It's just too clever, easy to pronounce. Anyone can pronounce, right? So Gurzo, yeah, I think that's gonna work.
Right.
And that has helped me actually because that short, catchy name really helped me.
Right. Right. We are going to link it below. It's Gurjo
Yeah.
Herbal Tea, right?
you have, I'm sure throughout your journey, you have learned a lot. Even not just this particular journey, but even the journey before you had the tourism and even you working as a manager. So, right now, currently, what is one challenge that you're facing that you'd like to talk about? One significant challenge.
Actually, uh, it was access to finance. Actually, I mean, I did the research on my product. I developed the product. I came up with the packaging materials. I came up with all the ideas. But where is the money to, bring it into reality? I was not able to access to the finance. I was not able to get loans, no grants. So that was like, I think, very challenging. But I didn't, give up here. I didn't give up here. So I kept working. And now, to get access to the finance, you need to be recognized actually. So working hard, pushing myself, and always taking the opportunity to come in the, the notice of the government. That's happening. Now I'm getting the benefits of the, access to finance. Government are helping me. So I think so. Pushing yourself is one thing that can overshare, like come the challenges actually.
Uh, Coming to that, it comes down to the mindset.
Yeah.
So, what if, okay, let's say one young aspiring entrepreneur comes to you and asks you for some advice, right? And I'm sure you have a lot of lot of advices to give, but if you have to give one advice, what would it be?
I mean, find the opportunity. Try to recognize the opportunity that can, help you do something. Then push yourself and take that critic, you know, in a positive way. The critics are actually uh, not the enemy. The critics are actually weapons to motivate you. If there are no critics, you'll not get succeed. You have to take that positively. But when I say positively, just listen it, forget it. It's not that one. Listen it, analyze it, then you see what they are saying is actually right or wrong.
Yeah.
Then you have to move. So I think that has helped me because in my start of my journey, there were a lot of critics. Everybody was like giving their ideas. Everyone gives you the idea,
Yeah.
but you know yourself what is best for you,
Yeah.
right? At the end of the day, not them, not anyone else, just you will have to hear all those things. So I listen to my heart. So I think that has helped me.
That's
Listen to
nice.
your intuition.
Yeah,
That's nice.
yes.
You've been bold and very adventurous, in terms of exploring your career options. I think, banking, tourism, and then entrepreneurship, and production, and becoming a businessman, and sustaining and surviving. So takes a takes a lot of strength.
Yeah,
I think it takes a lot of learning. I think,
Mm.
and then flexibility of mind that it
Right.
requires. Right, pretty amazing, pretty amazing. And so, what's happening currently? What's happening with the production house? What are the plans? What phase are you at right now?
Right now, actually, right now, still I have so much to do, and right now, just a month ago, I think it's a month ago, there was one of the program parties where government helped us to invite our buyers from outside. So last year I went to Singapore. So there I met one of the buyer. So almost 2 or 3 consignment has been sent to Singapore.
Oh,
So I invited them. So there now we have signed an MOU where they will be distributing our product in 11 countries in Asia. So now with that agreement, I'm getting help from the government. They are purchasing, giving me machineries where I can increase the production. So once that machines arrives, then the whole Bhutanese market, it will be easy for me to cater. And I think from there I can definitely help the government to minimize the import of the teas from
I think when
not overseas, but
we
at
were
least from
talking,
India,
and you
because
said like
our
you do
teas they align with the Indian flavor.
import
So I
some
guess from
export
there we
your
can
tea
have
to
some benefits
other
for
countries.
the government as well.
So wanted to know, are there some restrictions that's stopping uh, other entrepreneurs to do the similar thing, or is, any challenges where the kind of challenges that you face when you export your products to other countries, and what needs to be changed?
So like the first thing is certification. Our Bhutanese product, we need to get certified by so many like labs, the authorities, and all the products for different country they have a different certifications, like requirements. So that is one thing which stops like our entrepreneurs to send. But we need to also like identify those countries where those certificates are not necessary. So like for my product, Singapore right now the certification is not allowed. I mean, not required. So it was easy for me to like cater them. So I think we need to find out, like, and we need to take risks to even send our product. Then only like we will get to know like the reality here. So right now the Bhutanese products have a lot of high demand in the international market. We need to find the proper channel. So somewhere I think the products are also getting into the market, but not through proper channel. So the challenges, the biggest challenge is the certification, which we are bringing out to the government. I think government is also doing something for that one. And if we have a lab in Bhutan, it, that like can give us the certification which can cater to the whole world, which can be like recognized by the whole world. Our products will rule the world actually.
That's right. Exciting, exciting.
How do you balance when your personal life and your entrepreneurship life? Because I'm sure there's like a lot of challenges, stress, everything that comes with the entrepreneurship. So some of the coping mechanism or the things that you do that you would like to share that are healthy.
I mean, for me, it's like when it comes to the family, the restrictions are very very minimal because I'm not married, so I don't have any family. I mean, the kid, wife. So I think I have my mother only. So I can give all my time to my work. And, I can, like nurture it like a baby, like you said, right? So I can nurture it like a baby. So for me, it was easy. I'm not that easy, but easy because I could give all my time here. Then like there was I didn't have to take out the important time and for the family. So the whole thing was work from morning till 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the night. So it was okay.
That's fun, I don't know if I should mention it on camera, but yeah, interesting to hear that perspective because recently I was listening to one podcast on a young entrepreneur and he was mentioning the same thing, He was saying that if you have a ambition in life, you have bigger dreams, especially an entrepreneur, bigger dreams, you want to do bigger things. You either need a very supportive wife
Right? That's true.
who can be there, to look after your kids and your family. And if not, you are still single till you make it. Because you are allowed to date and all that, but and then he was mentioning that a lot of his friends, made that mistake. Like they got into family like right after 25, 26, 27, and then they couldn't shine as much because they had because their priorities got distributed. They had other things to do. Not blaming their wife and kid, but priority changes. So you're saying like that's one mistake that most men do. They marry early. But like it's better to build something and later on by 40s or something, then you think about your family and you are also in a position to give a really good life to your wife and your kids, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, I do want to do that. I don't care if it's the guy's perspective.
What
We
about
want.
women entrepreneurs? I would love to check a
Yeah.
study on women entrepreneurs. What he thinks,
Yeah.
and take care of husband, child. You need to, when you turn 40 and all that. Okay, you know,
For new entrepreneurs, I would still say, like find the opportunity.
right. What could be the areas of opportunity?
Oh, one is agriculture. Definitely agriculture. Our youth right now. Let me just share our small senior of our like the rural area.
Right.
We have youth in the rural area. Youth, when I say, is a child actually. They are teenagers. They study in the hometown, right? After they finish the high school, they go to graduation. After they finish the graduation, everybody wants to come to the town. Everybody wants to come to the city, right? Thinking they'll get better life, they'll get better opportunities. But I guess somewhere they are not well informed. Either they find the grass other side of the hill is always greener, right? For me, I think they should know, they can do better when they stay at their own home. Actually,
Learn to water their own
yes,
grass.
that's true. That's true. Because even right now in January, right after the school dropouts, they want to come to Thimphu, and they will land up working in small restaurant. They'll land up working at nights, right? Which is not healthy actually. I mean, not going saying like it's bad, but they can do better. If they recognize their own strength, I think they can do better. Like you say, be at home, you get into the agriculture, get the innovative ideas, right? Why you want to do farming? Farming, you can do it with the innovative ideas. So you don't have to plow yourself, you don't have to dig yourself, you don't have to do all those things. You find the innovative ideas.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think that mindset, it needs to be changed. And I'm so glad that we have a famous farmer Sanjay out there. He's like traveling the world. He's in UK, he's here, there, and then calling himself a farmer proudly. Because, like, I think it comes with the mindset. Because I'm like, school mark, they show the picture of farmer.
Yes.
And then the farmer kam garirako and all that. And then the teacher would be like, this is the farmer. If you don't study, you will become like this, And then engineer, doctor, go photo. And then you have to study. So your mindset, one thing to change more. So hopefully it's changing, And then I really appreciate people like Farmer Sangi, people like yourself, who are changing that mindset. Because farming, farmers are well respected outside.
That's true.
And then secondly, I feel that the mindset should be changed, and people need to be educated on farming, agriculture from the very grassroots level. Students, like, of course they have the subject, the science and mathematics and all that, but even agriculture in some ways, so they can learn and be innovative and to produce in a more innovative way.
I think like you pointed out that one actually. That's very good. The education, the school, they that is a place where they have to teach. The teachers, they need to bring the ideas inside the mind of a student actually. In I think in Bhutan, the education system is very very plain actually, very plain, to be honest. Not counting the teachers, but it's very plain. They never talk of innovations. They never talk of bringing the strength of a student in front of the world actually. So I think the teachers need to do that one. We can just do what we can do, but teachers are actually the best, guidance for the student actually.
Right. Not just the teachers, I think the whole curriculum has to be like reinvented, from ground up. And I think the whole sector, education sector, academia, like, we need to really see, what's relevant right now, and what's going to be useful, what's going to be sustainable, with the changing times. So it's a basis research, and I think that needs a robust, robust one that just not stay the same. Because our curriculum must have stayed the same for like so many years, no? Major them from Indian exchange.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
it is.
no,
It
they
is.
have changed. They have changed. 6 years ago. I think if I'm not
No, no, they have changed, but in certain areas, which I think, but it's still, like when you enter the school, in the first day of the classroom, they'll say, "What do you want to become?" They'll ask the student, and if he says, "I want to be a doctor," then they'll say, "Ah, very good, very good."
Yeah.
I think that needs to be changed.
I think it has also to do with, at least I like with the with the social media and everything, there are like a lot of teenagers know names of a lot of entrepreneurs. May not be Bhutanese entrepreneurs, but international entrepreneurs,
That's
And then there are a lot of YouTubers out there talking about entrepreneurship, young YouTubers. So it's changing. But at least when I was growing up, we didn't really have that idea of entrepreneurship. We had this सानोदेखि नानीलाई company लाएर कतिको यो सबै डोब्नु and all that. So most people idealized government officials. Nothing against them, but they wanted to get into civil servant because they idolized government officials, dignitaries, and they thought like, okay, this is how you get the respect of the society. But we didn't have an idol for entrepreneurs. But in India, like Tata, like for ages, centuries, there are always like entrepreneurs out there who people idolize and wanted to become like that. So I think that's also the reason why entrepreneurship in India or other countries, it's it's like it's growing. It's started grew. It was there from the very beginning, but it's very new in Bhutan because we didn't have that idea. For us, it was like those people who wanted to open a shop or do something. They're like no argument in the person, no argument or whatever like that. That mindset was there. And then if you are educated, you are expected to become a civil servant, right? So hopefully it's changing, and I'm really glad that people like you and other entrepreneurs that you have met so far, it's changing that. So hopefully the younger generation do have their own business entrepreneur to look up to.
I guess they'll have someone.
They'll have you. We have you. We have you, and then it's pretty interesting to see the entrepreneurs that we have right now. They are of almost our age group, Let's say they are of the youth age group, So people who fall under the category of youth and who have enough time and energy and that's will to work on things, will to work on the ideas. So this can be, as we talked earlier, this can be like breaking that chain and innovating something new, right? So hopefully we take off on this entrepreneurial front and give the world an example, I guess.
Yeah, so I mean, there was someone who told, like, after you finish your education, work with someone, like, who can teach you to do something. Then after learning that one, turn that into, to create your own. Then once you create that one, teach other to create the same.
Yeah.
I think that's where even I believe, I hope I can do something in the future to come. And
Nice. Yeah.
for me right now, let me grow.
Right.
And then after that, maybe we can do something for the upcoming future as well.
We look forward to do that. We
Yeah.
look forward to do that, actually. Yeah.
Because even for time, we do want to venture offline, work with all these people in entrepreneurs, artists out there, and then do some session, do some workshop, teach people. So, like, I think we should keep in touch. One more thing I do want to ask is, whenever we ask for advice, uh, we see, like, people usually say, like, do this, do that. So, as an entrepreneur, I'm sure you have a lot of advice to give. But if I ask, like, if I want to become an entrepreneur, what are some of the things that I shouldn't do, actually? Instead of
Oh,
doing
you
the
should do everything. Do everything. Really?
I like it.
You do everything. That will help
Really?
you learn. You know that
Yeah.
that will teach you yourself. Like if I, for example, if I say, "Oh, please don't do this one,"
Oh.
then your curiosity to do that one will be bigger than what you want to do. Right? So do everything. Learn from there. Don't regret. Don't look back. Like for example, when you're driving a car, we have the window, right?
Yeah.
The front window to see the front. We have the mirror. If you just look at the mirror, at the back mirror and drive, then you're gonna like fall down, hit someone, hit somewhere. So I think don't look back. Front.
And do
Right.
everything. Try
Do
it.
everything. Never regret.
Try everything, experience everything.
It was really, really nice having you. Bidyash, thank you for taking your time
Thank you so
and
much.
really learned a lot from you. We are hopeful to see you again. Maybe do some collaboration. Let's see what happens. And yeah, we wish you the best.
Yeah, we
And
wish
next
you
time
all
we
the
see
luck.
you, we do want to try
Bubble
sample.
tea.
Yeah.
Actually, I forgot to carry. I had. So yeah, maybe next time when I come, then I'll definitely come with that.
Definitely.
Right.
Really hoping to see you grow. Do
Thank
this
you so
amazing
much.
work. Still keep it up, and yeah, please keep inspiring.
Yeah. And please let us let our viewers know where they can find your tea.
Well, you can find it in the CSR market.
Yes,
You can find it in the Johnson Mart in Toronto. You can find it some Martin markets. And for Pincheling, like you can find it in Kunsam Mart. And there are a few other big marts in Pincheling, so you can find here. If you're traveling to Samse, you can visit my store.
Yeah.
It's in Chiang Mai, Northbound.
I may drop by.
Yeah.
Down anyways.
Hello. All right. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so
Everybody for listening to us, and that's hype for you for now.
Yeah.
Bye.